Morning. I'm off for a little trip this morning to Farnborough for the Creative Craft Show. I'm looking a bit dishevelled because it's absolutely just chucked it down with rain. The heavens have opened up and I'm hoping that it brightens up a bit for the motorway driving. But yeah, that's what we're up to today. So I'm equally a bit anxious about getting there, but also really looking forward to seeing my friends and having a good look around the stores, and I will take as much footage as I can and take you along with me. Okay, so I just got here and got parked up. I can't lie, driving in the driving rain, lots of spray on the road, on the motorway, is not the best fun. Yeah, I'm here now and I'm at the Farnborough airfield. I had to go around this airfield and there's airplanes coming in. So I'm just parked up and I'm going to go meet my friends now. Next we came to the Rainbow Fabrics stand and there was just so much to see. They had a great variety and really reasonably priced. Every time we looked we found new things that we liked, and I have to confess that we actually came back to the stand 2 or 3 times and we all made quite a few purchases and loved coming to the stand and seeing what we could all find. Okay, so I'm going to look a bit of a loon sat here talking to myself, but we've managed to snag a table. I'll see if I can show you the room. So there's lots of tables, space, and you've got, see if I can get a picture in a moment. They've got an area where you can buy coffee, hot drinks, snacks and things like to have a little break and sit down and have a look at what you might have bought. My lovely friends have gone to get coffee and I'm here bagging the table. So far we've gone round once, had a good look at each stall, and there's a real multitude of different crafts here. It's not all just sewing or knitting, decoupage and paper crafts, resin makes and all sorts. There's a real mixture of people here sort of having a look about, and a lot of the stalls have deals on, so they'll have a price for one item, but if you buy 2 or 3 then obviously it's a bit more of a bargain price. So obviously that's the plus of coming somewhere like this, that you actually get to see lots of different crafts, very small businesses, and you might bag a deal as well. So yeah, I'm really enjoying myself. First show I've ever been to. I'm told it's a little, a small one. I'm really enjoying it. So we're just going to have a coffee and a chat and catch up and try and work out what else we want to go back and take a second look at. There's a few stalls that I've seen things that I think I might go back, some fabric, some notions and things, but I wanted to have a sort of navigate around the place and sort of see what was here before I then go back and decide what I might get. So I've got a couple of bits, but I'm hoping to add to that collection. I've got my big cow bag here, put all my purchases in. Yeah, that's where we are at the moment. So I will hopefully take some more footage in a bit. Enjoy my day. The weather outside is actually abysmal, although I think the rain has stopped now. Yeah, it's good fun, and yeah, I'm with a good group of friends and we're really having fun sort of looking at each stall and seeing what they've got. They look alright. Okay. Raymond, can I have a meter please?
One, yeah, it's 2C, but it's just one of them. And 2 and 115D.
We came across the Oh So Sweet Shop stall and it just had a phenomenal amount of bag equipment, bag making things, patterns, samples, so much to see. It was like a sweet shop. They had loads of samples, which was fantastic because they had a wall of patterns, but also a wall of samples, so you could see those bag patterns made up in their entirety and see the size and shape and how they looked and everything, which was fantastic. And they had all the haberdashery bits and pieces to make up the bags, and I just was absolutely overwhelmed with the amount of bits and pieces for making bags. And yeah, I just thought the shop was fantastic and they were really helpful too. So I've just got home. What is it, 5:10? The journey home was much better than the journey there, mainly because it wasn't absolutely bucketing it down with rain. Had bright sunshine, it was pretty straightforward, no major hang-ups, just a bit busy in the usual spots. Yeah, I'm really pleased that I went with my friends and we had a great day, looking around all the stores, having a good laugh and a chat, and picked up quite a few items. I'll update you with all the things that I've bought and we shall have a look at my purchases. So it's the next day, so I'm going to show you all the bits and pieces that I bought and my little haul that I got from Farnborough Creative Craft Show. So as I said, Rainbow Fabrics are a real draw to our group, and we went back 2 or 3 times, and each time we went back we found some more little gems of fabric on the stall. I was looking for fabric that would be ideal for bag linings. That was my main focus. I did have a list of items that I was looking for, and I got a little pile here. So I got some bright cottons, this lovely blue marbly effect, one with butterflies on that I thought would go lovely with some other fabric that I had in my stash. These are all reasonably priced, £5 a metre. I think more or less got 2 meters of each, so that's quite a good little haul. I thought colourful, and it was great to see them in person and pick the fabrics and decide what I might use those for. So I got that little bundle there from Rainbow Fabrics. We spoke with, I think his name was Ian, on the Brother So Divine stall. One of the ladies in our group had bought a sewing machine from him, and he was really chatty and asking what we'd been up to and what we'd been buying, and we had a good look at his machines and pointed a few out that we had, and he was really good fun. Had a chat with Mark Francis from previous Sewing Bee TV show, and we saw his patterns, and he had a display of them made up, and there was just one that was just looked fantastic with a great big Doctor Who type scarf, and he was really chatty and lovely guy. There was a lot of stalls there that had haberdashery items on there, and we all had lists of things that we were looking out for, and one of the things that I had on my list was sewing pattern weights, and the Quilted Bear store had a really good display of pattern weights. So I got 2 boxes of the pattern weights, small weights that I can put on especially shifty fabrics, instead of having to use pins which then distorts the lines and the fall of the fabric, and I can pop those on. So that was something that I was really pleased to have found, and I got those as well, so I'm really pleased with those. Another stall I was really impressed with was the Craft Lights store, craftlights.co.uk I think it is. I'll put a link below, but they just had a really fantastic display with all their different craft lights, you know, whether it was huge overhanging ones or the more slimline bendable craft lights, and ones with magnifying glasses, ones that could clip onto tables, freestanding, and obviously suit every budget and every type of craft depending on what you were into. And I just thought that was a really good way of seeing the lights up close and personal and thinking how would they fit into your sewing space, whether it's you've got a room or a table or a dining table, or even just a nook or a cranny in your house somewhere that you craft. But yeah, I thought they were really great. We all got quite a few fabrics from the Lady McElroy fabric stand and met Raymond, and he was really fun and chatty. Spotted a couple of really nice fabrics. They're ex-Paul Smith, so they're designer dead stock. So myself and my friend snapped up this one, which is like a heavyweight cotton and it's just stars on this lovely navy blue background. I got a couple of meters of that and I really love that. Again, the navy blue is really my thing. I love that one, which is another Paul Smith, so ex-designer dead stock, all reasonably priced. I just got a meter of this one. Again, I was thinking for a bag. I was after bag fabrics because I felt that it's so new to me. I needed to be able to feel the the weight of the fabric to make a good choice for the fabrics that I might use, what I have on my list. So yeah, I thought that was really lovely. It's a denim, and I just thought that would be really nice for a bag. I got this camo print. It's like a heavyweight cotton canvas type material. I got 2 meters, so there's enough there if I want to make my grandson a little winter jacket. Bags, anything else that just needs a little bit heavyweight or structured fabric. So yeah, I'm super pleased with those. Thank you, Raymond, for your help. And yeah, they were really good purchases and I enjoyed going to his store. The store that I said I was completely overwhelmed with, the Oh So Sweet Shop store, which was just absolutely amazing. It had all the haberdashery, notions, bits and pieces, patterns for making bags. And I picked up a combination of these Biani mesh fabric packs. They were doing a little deal on those, and they had the whole selection there of colours, which was great, so I was able to see what ones were there. And they just had their store set up perfectly, that you had the patterns, the notions, and then on the reverse side of the store they had all the bags made up, so you could see the size and the shape and the feel of all these samples made up, which, you know, other people in the group thought was really helpful and helped determine which pattern they then wanted to buy for the use, you know, whether you wanted something for an overnight bag or just an everyday bag. That was a really good idea to have the samples made up, because then you can really see the pattern and what hopefully your make is going to look like. And one of the other stores, Haberdashery and More, I think it's called, from the bag, I saw these little iron-on patches. My grandsons are mad about tractors. Well, actually they're mad about anything with wheels, so, you know, trains, cars, diggers, anything. But at the moment they're both mad about tractors, so I thought they were quite cute. And I got some of the letters as well, because they were reasonably priced and they had them in all multiple colours. I picked up a little clutch of the patches and I thought they'll be ideal to have when I want to use them on a make for those guys. And then the last purchase I made was Thimbles Fabrics and Crafts. Now they had a massive store and it had fabric, haberdashery, all notions and trims, literally everything you could think of. And it was a really long, multi-sided store. I was after some zip pulls, and they had a wall that had all the different zip pulls in all the different colours, and they were just handy to say, yeah, I want a number 5 or number 8 or 2 with number 3 or something. So I picked up a couple of the pink pulls. I only had 2 and I needed another 2 for the Studio 77 Naiway bag that I'm making in black and pink. So yeah, I picked up a couple of those. And then I saw these Highland cows. I don't know if you can see. So I picked those up. They're in sort of a bronze colour. Again, reasonably priced. And also while I was there, I got one of these handy zip pull gadgets. So you stick this onto your desk or wall or something, and then you can put your zip pull in this gadget, and then it enables you to be able to have the continuous separating zip and put it on both sides and pull it through at the same time, so it should go on smoothly. So I got that little gadget as well. I'd seen them before, but wasn't quite sure how they worked and what size they were and everything, and the guy gave me a little demo and I thought, yeah, I'm having that. If it's going to make my life a bit easier, why not? And the other thing I didn't mention, they were holding workshops. A few of the exhibitors, the stall holders, were also doing teaching. So there was a teaching area where you could book a slot and you could learn how to make a cap or a ring, or learn how to do decoupage or any of the other crafty things that were going on in the exhibition hall. So it was a way of actually getting hands-on and learning something, a new skill, pick up a new skill, hobby you've got and you just want to widen your skill set. So it was really good. I'm really pleased I went, and I made quite a few purchases, but they were all with intention, so I'm more than happy. And hopefully you've enjoyed the vlog. Sorry about all the motion. Obviously when you're taking footage it's quite hard to stop that motion, and I hope I didn't make people feel too sick watching it. So I'm glad you can join me, and I will be back next week, and I hope you can join me then. Bye bye.